everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, please subscribe and like this video if you truly identify with the things that I say. I try to give a no bullshit guide to manifesting and only share the things that have actually worked for me and things that actually make sense on a deeper mental level, because for me, as a very rational and logical person, spirituality is deeply rooted in logic, which is something really beautiful and something which I think might make more sense once we get further on in this video. So this video is about three major things that are stopping you from manifesting the things that you truly want and holding you back truly. Each manifestation, which a lot of people don't understand, could be through a lot of things like scripting, could be through affirmations or so. One of the most important ones, though, is identity shifting. It is when you truly embody the identity, when you become instead of trying to be, when you just are, is when you truly vibrate on the frequency of the things that you want, and that's when you attract. So the thing is that this is really difficult, and today we will talk about the blockages that come in with regards to identity shifting. Hold on, this is going to be really interesting because I am pretty sure you're going to notice really destructive patterns in your own life which have probably held you back time and again from manifesting your deepest, your truest desires. The first one that I wanted to talk about was that you need to throw away. I'm not kidding about this. Literally, throw away, donate, burn it. I do not care. Anything that would be associated to your old identity, which does not resonate with the person that you want to become. Because if you are the person that you want to be, there would be no space to be anything else but that. What I mean by that is that if you want a certain job, you should dress accordingly. And this is also something that people say, the way that you dress impacts the way that you do a lot of things. And I've seen this personally. I used to have so many dresses, and I would tell myself, I wish I had someone who would take me out on so many dates that I would be able to wear these dresses, these really, really fancy dresses. And I reached a point where I actually ran out of dresses. And so believe me, dress for the job you want, not for the job that you have. And please clear out the clutter. If your goal is to lose weight, then clear out the unhealthy food in your pantry. It's not serving you. And that's also my rule, that I know if I have something in my pantry, I am going to eat it. So I just don't keep it there, because why would the healthy, idle version of myself keep something like that there within reach, or even want that, to be honest? I've just let go of those cravings now, and it was because of that. You truly need to be instead of trying to be. The second one is that you need to let go, this is going to be difficult, of your old habits and addictions. I could write a whole book. There are several books available that tell you how to get rid of your addictions or old habits, like maybe alcohol, bad decisions. Usually they lead to bad decisions, or cigarettes, or eating chocolates that keeps you away from your goal body, or if your goal is to regulate your emotions in a better way so that you do not burst out in anger or stuff like that. You need to really work on changing your old habits and addictions. I've also talked about this before. The key to working on your addictions and old habits, you can do it through a lot of resources online, and these are the ones that truly hold you back from identity shifting, because how can you truly be the person that you want to become with the things that will keep pulling you down and sucking away all of your energy that you could have channeled into something that was truly productive? And I think there's a very popular quote about this as well. You do not rise to the standard of your dreams, you fall to the level of your systems. You need to create an environment where you feel enabled enough to thrive, where you feel motivated enough, and no old habits and addictions suck on your energy constantly. Replace your addictions with something that the ideal version of yourself would do, and see the difference. So, for example, and I've mentioned about this as well, if smoking is something that you want to change up, every time you feel like smoking, give a friend a call, do 5 push ups, go for a walk. I've noticed that a lot of my friends, when they step out for smoke breaks, they don't even want to smoke sometimes. They just wanted to take a break. And so I suggested, why not just do 5 jumping jacks or just go for a small walk? You do not have to necessarily smoke, and it really makes a huge difference. A lot of times we fall back on our old habits and addictions out of boredom, and when you change that, when you make that change, you will see the difference. The third and the last one that I really want to talk about is your surroundings and your people. I am not saying that you need to throw out people. I am just saying that the people in our life view us in a certain way based on the bias that they have, um, and they might serve as constant reminders of who we were, because that's what they expect us to be. And this could be intentional or unintentional. They could intentionally try to pull you back, or unintentionally just with very pure intentions make jokes about who you were, and that could really make you feel guilty, or all of the negative vibrational emotions that will hold you back from, instead of focusing on what you want to be, keep you thinking about what you were. And so you would manifest more of that, which is what you do not want. Also, you need to question yourself at this point, that the person that you want to be, you should strive to be in rooms where your future self would lead, and you need to uplevel and elevate your life accordingly based on the standard of your dreams. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are not in the right room. That doesn't mean that you feel dumb, right? It just means that you need to change your mindset. And instead of telling yourself that I'm dumb, you need to tell yourself that I'm learning, and this is what I'm going to be. Because the more you expose yourself to environments, the more your exposure increases, the more your knowledge increases, and that's where growth happens. So I know I mentioned 3, but just as some bonus tips, I am going to mention some small things that do hold back people from identity shifting, which is the key to manifestation. And these maybe, look out for these in your life: your limiting beliefs, your thought patterns, because it starts